Good evening and welcome to the LifeVantage Opportunity Webinar. We are Dr. Dondee and Marci Nettles, and we are moving and we're smelly, but that's part of the whole awesomeness you're going to hear about tonight is we set our own schedule. We're moving and we didn't have to call in and tell our boss we're moving. We've just been for the last couple of weeks just head down boxing, and she's been unboxing, and we're moving. So anyway, welcome to this LifeVantage Opportunity Webinar. Sorry for the little tangent there. We're going to be talking about some wonderful products. We're going to be talking about a wonderful global opportunity that can be run from your phone. And we are going to be talking about the ultimate biohacker's guide to taking control of your own biology. Sorry, there may be some moving fatigue setting in, but we're going to be extra clear in our minds, and none of that's going to come through. So let me tell you my story, how I became co-presenter with you tonight. I was a family wellness chiropractor for many years. Had the fourth largest practice in the state of Arizona. Simply means we were seeing between 350 and 500 patients a week. I had an AM talk radio show every Saturday from noon to 1 on 2 AM stations here in the Phoenix Valley of over 5 million people. Basically, I was a health educator and very, very good at it and super passionate about it. But what you didn't know is on the inside, I was suffering because that practice and that radio show kept me out of my home 80 to 90 hours a week in pursuit of my passion. But when parenthood interchanged with that passion, it became a very cumbersome part of my life, and I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't do anything to be a father to my children and a husband. And so that relationship ended, a 28-year relationship ended. And when I found this information that we're going to share with you tonight, it changed everything for me. Gave me hope to be able to be influential in my children's lives, to be able to take my passion as a health educator and redirect it to go global and have a much greater impact on humanity. And here we are. And the best thing about this whole thing, I met this beautiful, beautiful woman in this business, and she actually said yes when I asked her to marry me, and here we are.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Okay, so I just want to share with you off the top of my heart. It's like, you know what, this is the first time I have ever been part of this type of a business. I never thought that I could own my own business or be my own boss before, because I had been taught that I needed to have a job to be able to make money to pay my bills. Well, my previous life, I was actually a police officer. That was my career. I loved it. I was good at it. It was exciting and it kept me busy, right? And I made good money. But what I didn't like about it is that when I went through the law enforcement academy, my kids were only 6 and 9 years old at that time. And so I felt like I was really having to make tough decisions, just like the same decisions many of you have to make every single day. When do you go to work so you get paid so that you can pay your bills? And when do you get to be home to participate in the growth of your children and influence them with the things that matter most to you? Well, I had to choose graveyards so that I could be home when my kids would get home from school. But that didn't solve my problems because I was always fully exhausted. And so I still feel like I missed out on a lot of their growing up years. So, and that, you know, that was the main thing that I didn't like about having that career. The second thing is that I learned the really hard way that when you have a job, you have to be able to give of your time, your energy, and your efforts to someone else that will value it before you get a paycheck that they sign their name to so you can pay your bills. Well, at any given time, something can happen that can take that away from you. In August of 2009, almost 10 years ago, I was in a car accident on duty that ended my career that fast. I ended up with a brain injury, several herniated discs that required surgery, and on impact, my career was over, which meant I was no longer going to get those paychecks to pay my bills. So I started going through a lot of loss, my mind, my body, not being able to pay my bills, went through loss of a house, went through a divorce that was already a marriage that was struggling already, and then finances just really added to it. And then I ended up getting pretty severely depressed. And when I told my doctor about it, I ended up with more prescription medication, and some of it had warning labels on it that said may cause suicidal tendencies. And before I heard about this opportunity, I had 4 suicide attempts. When I saw what we're going to share with you tonight, I had hope for the first time in 18 months since my accident. that I could get my mind working, that I could get my body working again. And on top of that, that I could actually have a purpose to where I could serve other people on an even grander scale than I was before. And as Dondee mentioned, I met him through this opportunity. Now we have a blended family. We have 4 children, 2 grandchildren, and we're blessed to be able to work from home together and show other people how they can have the same things or whatever else it is that they dream about. So we're here to share with you tonight the ultimate biohacker's guide on how you can take control of your own biology and in the process, take control of your own finances.
Right. And we're capitalizing on this thing that experts are calling the new gig economy. In fact, lay people are calling it the new gig economy because business has completely changed. It's all coming down to this. Cell phone or mobile friendly businesses are just coming up everywhere and they are taking over. Just put it this way, Uber and Airbnb are now the #1 travel service and the #1 room renting service in the world over every taxi company and hotel combined, and they do it from this. That's called taking advantage of an opportunity. What about Facebook? Facebook has almost 3 billion people every day communicating on there, and Amazon has changed the world. E-commerce has changed the world. We've gotten so used to ordering something on our cell phone, having it shipped to our house in 2 days and paying no shipping. That has how the entire world has changed. Now, why do we even bring these companies into your radar? Because like these companies, we run our phone or we run our business from our phone, our global business, and giving you the same opportunity to do the exact same thing with, I would say, as equal, if not greater world capacity than what you see right there.
Heck yeah. We're going to be sharing something with you. If you've ever wished that you would have gotten involved with Apple at the very beginning, this could be the opportunity, that you've been looking for sure. Yeah. So on top of this type of technology, there's new technology out there that actually lets you take control of your wellness too.
Yes.
This new technology that we're at the forefront of is called Nutrigenomics. Basically, it's the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to the prevention or treatment of disease. So we're going to be sharing a lot of third-party validation with you tonight, starting with the Today Show. They said the latest trend in nutrition isn't a fad diet or newly discovered supplement. It's your DNA. Fox News went on to say the ability to use nutrition to affect our genes means that we're no longer at the mercy of our DNA. Okay, so that means that being first in this type of a market that's projected to be over $17 billion being spent by 2023 could very well be your chance of a lifetime to be in at the beginning.
Seriously. So now we've got options we didn't previously have. Prior to what we have now, we were being hijacked voluntarily. So, think about it. We are working now 2 and 3 jobs because the economy has changed, business environment has changed. We are now being hacked, voluntarily hijacked, which is taking control of something for a destructive purposes. We're working 2 and 3 jobs where one got by 5 or 10 years ago. We're physically exhausted all the time. We're physically exhausted because we're moving. But what about emotionally? People are having stress they didn't have before over finances, biochemically. Their bodies are being taxed. Look in your refrigerator, look in your pantry. The ingredients you can't pronounce you're hijacking your body with. So we now have this option to be biohackers, literally taking control of our own biology down to the DNA. And this is something like Marci previously said about nutrigenomics, where it is the research on how nutrients and natural compounds affect our health. It is becoming very popular now. We started this 15 years ago in theory and product to market almost 11 years ago. So now people's desires and science is catching up with what we've previously known, giving you the opportunity to be a biohacker and become the best version of yourself.
All by using nutrigenomics,
yes.
Right?
So watch this short video. We've got 2 breakthrough technologies that we've brought to market that are literally changing the way the world views health and wellness.
Take a deep breath. Hold it. Now gently exhale. Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called Nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a one-two punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I just love that. Who doesn't want to look, feel, and perform better, right? Well, what I want to share with you is that we are not going to ask you to spend any more money than you're already spending. I would bet that in these 6 different markets, you're already buying products out there that maybe aren't quite as clean or green and good for you like ours are. So this is $600 billion industry where we're going to be showing products that are within the anti-aging field, the skincare field, hair care, pet care, energy, and weight loss.
Well, let's just start at the beginning of this story. And this is a wonderful story. It started almost 15 years ago with this product here, from formulation to manifestation, called Protandim, the NRF2 Synergizer. And what is it? It's 5 all-natural herbs that you see at the bottom of your screen put together in such a blend that we talk about. And let me just, as we start talking about these products, we're going to talk about the benefits of the products. In other words, why would you even care what these products do? So these 5 all-natural herbs that are put together literally slow down the rate in which your cells age by allowing them to put themselves in a less stressful environment, because we consume oxygen. It's called oxidative stress. Maybe you're not really familiar with that term. That's okay. But what it does is literally slow down the rate of which our cells age so that we are working more efficiently with our health and wellness approach. How do we measure that? Well, the National Institute on Aging did a study, a 10-year retrospective study on these 5 ingredients in this product called Protandim, and discovered it's the only natural product ever proven to extend life. Not my opinion, not my story to you, proven by science, which we're going to show you here, and also backed up by the Banned Substances Control Group and the NSF, which are both the gold standards in consumable products. So let's talk about that benefit we were talking about. How about scientific backing so that you don't have to be the expert? Universities like Harvard and Virginia Commonwealth University or the Ohio State University have literally spent millions of dollars of their own money researching this combination of 5 ingredients in this finished product called Protandim, the NRF2 Synergizer. And to date, we have 26 published studies in medical journals like Free Radical Biology and Medicine and Circulation, the Journal of the American Heart Association, just to name a few. But maybe science isn't your background. Maybe it's like, I don't really care about the science. I don't know how to read it anyway. But as Marci said, it's in the media too. NBC, Wall Street Journal had a cover article. To the Today Show, as Marci said, talked about it. ABC News, which Marci's going to tell you a little bit about too. PBS did an entire series on it called Health Quest, and Dr. Phil had Donny Osmond on. And Donny Osmond came out with a bottle of Protandim and said he found the fountain of youth on national live TV. So it has incredible exposure and media coverage. But remember, we talked about this being a business as well. We have intellectual property protection in our patents. If you look at the bottom, 7 domestic patents and 6 international patents to protect to protect your business and this product from being pirated. Now, we've developed a sister product of this, Protandem, the NRF1 Synergizer. 5 natural ingredients, again, banned substance control group and NSF endorsed again. But now we're not talking about cellular aging. We're talking about cellular energy. How many people that you know sleep 10 hours and wake up tired? And then there's other people that sleep 4 hours and wake up raring to go. And we're not talking about a caffeine deficiency. We're talking about cellular energy. This ingredient list triggers your body's natural cellular energy by making your mitochondria more efficient and better able to network with each other. And that's where your energy comes from, inside your cells, not from your coffee cup. Now, how about ProBio? People talk about, if you've heard this, I remember my grandmother telling me this when I was a little kid. You are what you eat, right? No, you are what you digest. What you eat is great and it's a good start, but if you don't have the proper bacteria in your intestines, you're not going to digest it. You're just creating expensive bowel movements. So not trying to knock all the organic fruits and vegetables that you should be buying and the free-range chickens and grass-fed beef and all that other stuff, but it's what you digest that matters. And how do we make sure that happens? Probiotics, boys and girls. It's all about the bacteria inside your intestines. Now, probiotics is something you're probably aware of. You may be even taking them already. How do you differentiate? It's very simple. If you're taking a powder or a tablet that is elongated, it's going to be neutralized in your stomach or hard to get down to where the benefit is, the small intestine. We made ours round. We put a coating on it so it gets through the digestive system and through the acid of the stomach. The coating is called BioTract. We infused it with Wellmune. So at the end result, look at the pie graphs in the bottom right, 60% of the bacteria in the product gets to your intestine as opposed to 4%. And the average ones you can take, meaning it's 15 times better, 15 times more product gets there. So you don't have to take all those billions and billions and billions of CFUs.
Wow, that's powerful.
It's super powerful. Yeah. Now let's talk about your brain and your cardiovascular system. Omega plus, omega fatty acids. Oh, even just saying that, I have horrible memories of fish burps because this is all about fish oil. And we love the fish oil, but we don't like the fish oil burp. So how about we do this? Let's go to the pristine waters of Alaska. Let's put some GPS locators on the boat so we know exactly on the map, pinpoint where it came from, how deep it was, what kind of fish, so we don't have to purify it to remove the mercury, which you see in a lot of omega fatty acids out there. Omega 3s and 7s, notice there's no 6s because they're normally rancid and you don't need them anyway. But we've infused it with 800 IU of vitamin D, so it works to help your brain, your cardiovascular system work optimally. So we're talking about what allows you to be you with no fish burps.
Yay.
There you go. That is our vitality stack, or our daily core 4, where we're talking about improved cellular longevity and stress reduction, improved energy, improved digestion, improved brain cardiovascular system with omega-3 and omega-7 fatty acids. There you go. There's a 4-sided approach to your health and wellness, and it's called the vitality stack.
Sounds like improved wellness.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
And Axio. So now let's talk about energy because energy comes from, do you realize that people, when they get sluggish and they lose focus, they think they're tired? They're not. They're just fatigued. Cellular fatigue is not body being tired. It's losing focus. So how about if we see if we can address that? Let's add some all natural ingredients. Let's trigger some NRF2. Let's get through the blood-brain barrier, influence neurotransmitter production, which is how the brain communicates with the body, and help you with your concentration, help you with your focus, help you with your attention span, help you with your mood. Anybody know anybody that could benefit from any of those? That's what we have. It is literally smart energy or brain food. It's clean. It's all natural. It's GMO free. There is no artificial color sweeteners or
it's low carb too.
It's low carb. It is totally carb. So no artificial colors or sweeteners or preservatives. It is just amazingness. And we have a decaf and a caffeinated version for the people that are sensitive to caffeine or ones that are under 18 years of age.
Seriously, I don't know how we would have made through this move without that Axio there.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What I have to tell you about this Physique Smart Weight Management System is I just want you to imagine. Could you just imagine being able to get into that swimsuit that was too tight last year, or being able to pull up your jeans and having them fit just perfectly, maybe even loose, right? Instead of having to lie on your back to get your genes up. Well, that's what this smart weight management is all about. So together with a healthy diet and exercise, it works as a comprehensive system to help you actually get long-term results, because this is a lifestyle. This is not a diet. So in conjunction with the Vitality Stack, we're going to be adding into the prebiotic. Prebio is actually the food for the probio. It's going to help you feel less hungry, and it's going to help maintain your balance and balance your blood sugar levels. Then the physique fat burn. This is one of my favorite products. This thing actually goes in and targets the difficult fat. It breaks it down, that visceral fat that is actually known to cause disease, hugging around your internal organs. It breaks it apart so that you can use it as energy throughout the day. It helps you also to feel more energized. Then you finish it off with a physique protein powder, 18 grams of protein per serving. It's also banned substance control groups approved. And it has only 1 gram, less than 1 gram of sugar per serving. So just imagine what type of results you could have yourself in a 6-week time period. It's amazing.
It totally is.
It is. And then True Science. We have 2 different beauty systems, or 2 different systems with our True Science grouping of products. The first one is our beauty system, but I really just like to call it a skincare regimen, because it's not just for women. Guys, use this thing too, right? So anybody that wants to have younger looking skin, how about smoother feeling skin, brighter and more luminous skin? And how about hydration in your skin, actually into the dermis and the epidermis levels? This is with NRF2 activation. It's going to help your skin be able to activate its own protective barriers and actually be able to heal itself. It's so cool. But we have the Think Dirty app has rated these products to be a 2 on their scale from 0 to 10, meaning that it's very clean and very green, meaning it's good for you and it's good for the environment too. Then the second system is our hair care system in the True Science line. This is also a very clean formula. It's clean and green. We've got 1s and 2s on this system, and we've actually won awards for having the best scalp treatment. Can you believe that? It's amazing, because the thing is about hair, if you have an unhealthy scalp, there is no way that you're going to have the shiny, full, beautiful, growing hair that everybody desires. So if you want less hair breakage, increase in hair shine, increase in hair volume, reduction in scalp dryness, reduction in hair damage, then you absolutely need to ask the person that invited you to this overview for your shopping cart with the True Science hair care system in it. And then finishing out our product catalog is our pet tandem for dogs, our 4-legged family members. Guys, they die way too early, and we finally have an answer, because this is the NRF2 formulation for our canine family members. So it's going to help to extend their healthy living years while it's giving them a shinier coat, increased playfulness, more energy, helping to support joints, hearing, and eyesight. And keep in mind that LifeVantage Pet Tandem is the first supplement anywhere for dogs formulated to combat that oxidative stress that leads to aging. It's amazing. You got to get this for your dog.
So there you go. There is the entire spectrum of our biohacking abilities right there. So from the Vitality Stack, where we're taking all 4 angles to the body, to our, Marci said, the True Science skincare and hair care regimen, to the pet tandem, to the brain food, to, oh my goodness, the physique. And notice the spelling, IQ, IQ, physique, IQ, smart. There you go. Choose your biohacking strategy from right there. Get back to the person who invited you and let them know what products you would like, from a very simple approach of Protandem NRF2 to activate your cells, to all the way through the entire catalog. Pick your level of biohacking.
All right, guys, so where did we start on the business side of things? We've actually had that Protandem NRF2 sold since 2003. It was on store shelves back then, like GNC, High Health, Rite Aid. Sure, you've heard of them. But unfortunately, because they didn't understand the technology, people have not bought them off of the store shelves. Well, in 2005 is when that ABC Primetime investigative report aired. And it was at that point that people saw what we have and had, and everybody wanted it. Well, not everybody, but we had $5 million worth of orders almost overnight. Plus, we started getting all those phone calls from the scientists and the researchers that wanted to use our finished product Keep that in mind.
Yes.
Our science is on our finished product, not a borrowed science on an ingredient. So that's very significant. But that's where all of that science started coming into play. We decided that in order to be able to get our product into more people's hands, we needed to change the distribution method. So instead of being on store shelves, in 2009, we decided to go into network marketing, where people just like us and you could share this information with other people. They could get the products that will help benefit and extend their life, and we can make some money. We have been publicly traded from the very beginning, so you can go and check everything out that we're sharing with you. Our ticker is LFVN, and we are on the NASDAQ. We're very excited about the future because we've got an amazing corporate leadership team. The top handful have well over 100 years of experience in network marketing itself. These are the countries that we are currently biohacking and using our Nutrigenomics science in. We're currently open in, actually, that's 18 countries now, I think. We've got to change this up.
Yes.
But all of the ones in the top 2 rows are where we're open for business, so meaning you can be a distributor or have the product shipped to you. And then we have our global customer program, which is the bottom row of flags. And these are all the countries where people can order our products directly from the company. And the products that are available in their country can be shipped directly to their door so that they can start becoming biohackers themselves. As you can see, Greece and France are on the docket to be the next ones in line for being part of the distributorship of LifeVantage as well. So being a first-time network marketer, I knew that I needed to find something that had a proven system, people that had already had success and had a way for me to follow in their footsteps so I could be successful too. I'm sure that you're like I am and had that dream of, oh my gosh, I'd love to be able to have a laptop lifestyle, work wherever I'm at, right? You know those pictures of people at the beach and you see their feet with their toes and they say they're working, this is my office for the day. I wanted that too. Well, actually, LifeVantage has taken it a step further with social sharing and an amazing LifeVantage app that they have created. We actually can build our business anywhere in the world so that we have cell service or we have Wi-Fi connection directly from our smartphones. And you can too. It's free with all distributorships. So yes, we have teams that you can connect with, but you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. We actually have really amazing trainings systematically. We have monthly trainings that are regional, and then we have corporate trainings that are generally on about a quarterly, 5-month period. We're coming up on July, which is going to be our 10-year anniversary in Kansas City.
Oh,
Super excited. It's going to be a big party there. Would love to invite any of you. If you're looking at this business opportunity for being something that could possibly be for you, I would highly recommend getting with the person that invited you here and asking them, hey, how can I get a ticket to Kansas City? Because I want to check this out further. Because once you go, you will know that this is the right opportunity for you. But again, this is your business and you can take control on your terms. So our website is amazing. It also comes with a distributorship. What you can do with it? Share it with your friends and family. They can learn about all of the products on here. It's got the product information, science, as well as what the opportunity looks like and success stories. If they don't know what being a biohacker is, they can learn that too. This is a free replicated website that comes with each distributorship. On top of that, how about if we make it really easy for you to get customers in your business with a checkout system? All you do is after you've shared the information with friends and family and you know what they're interested in, you can create a shopping cart on your replicated website that has the items in it that you've talked about and send them the link. All they have to do is fill out their personal information and their credit cards, and it will be directly shipped to their door and they go into your business. How about if we make it even easier though? That LifeVantage app that we've been talking about, you will have already put their information into that app. And so when you create the shopping cart from the app, it will auto-populate their personal information. And so all they will need to do is put in payment details and voila, you have a new customer checked out into your business. You're so funny. Okay, guys, we like to have fun. So if you don't like to have fun, then maybe this isn't for you, right? So when we're talking about network marketing, there's a lot of, people that have either had bad experiences or they just don't know anything about it. And they just don't think that anybody makes money in network marketing, or they think that only the people at the top make it all, right? So this is one of those graphs that I want to share with you where you're going to see how much money is actually made in network marketing overall. So we're going to be talking about global billions of dollars. In 2011, $158 billion was spent on products or services from network marketers. Jump to 2017, $189 billion was spent on network marketing services and products. The reason why this is important is that on average, companies pay out 40% of every dollar to the people that share the information about the products and service. That's us. That's you. 40% of every dollar. That's money in your pocket.
Yeah. So it all comes down to this: timing. Timing is the most important variable when we're talking about making a decision to either consume products or to start a business. And let me explain why. Why is timing so important with something new? So maybe you're not familiar with the term biohacker. Maybe you're not familiar with the term Nutrigenomics. Maybe you're not familiar with this whole thing called Nerve2 activation. That's okay, because timing is critical. So as human beings, when we hear something new, what do we want? Truly what we want is someone else to have an experience that we can observe, or we take our questions and our uncertainty to someone who can fill in the blanks for us, who's knowledgeable, right? That is where really the buy-in comes in. Well, I want you to look at the two different curves here. The first one, the red one, that bell curve, it's called the diffusion of innovation. That's how people accept new information. They want someone else to have an experience. Let's just talk about the relevant. So this is an iPhone. Remember when the iPhone 1 came out? The lunatics that stood in line for a couple days before it actually was released, and the people that had like me, I had a BlackBerry, we called it a Crackberry back then, or people that have the Motorola's, they're like, look at those people standing in line. They haven't not even out yet. They don't even know what they're going to experience. We're making fun of them. Well, then the Apple 1 came out, and then people had a great result. It was a very stable platform. Then the Apple 2 came out, and the Apple 3 came out, and the people like me that were watching someone else's experience, they weren't dropping calls. They were a very stable format. The BlackBerry devotee switched over to Apple because I needed someone else to have an experience. But how many times have you ever heard say, well, I need to ask the expert, right? That's by nature. That is, you need to do that. That when I look at the innovators there, the 2.5%, those are the crazy people that stood in line before the iPhone 1 came out. But the early adopters were the ones that were waiting to have someone else have an experience. And the early majority of the ones that were waiting and getting expert opinions. Well, guess what? The timing is now. How do we know? You ever heard of 23andme.com? Ever heard of ancestry.com? Ever heard of influencing your DNA? That's what we've been doing for 10 years as a company. Marci said we're traded on the NASDAQ. Go check it out. But the results are there. People understanding is there. That paints a perfect picture for you. Now I want you to switch to look at the blue line, or the purple, depending upon your computer, and that asterisk. That is called momentum. When you get involved in something that has a track record that people are wanting, but you get into it before everyone hears about it, that's called the opportunity of a lifetime. And that's what you've got going for you with our business, because people want stability, they want certainty, they want benefit. All of those are there. Just do your research, because we are right now where you see early and our company logo, that's where we are. It's before the asterisk. It's before the mass population hears what we have and jumps on board. So there's never been a greater time than now, but the window of opportunity is closing. So capitalize on the timing. So how do we get involved? We call it fast tracking with a pack. And we've got a couple more days for the end of the month to celebrate our anniversary mania, where we have starter kits for free, meaning it saves you $50. So let's talk about the two most common options that people choose to fast track with a pack. The first is the gold pack. Again, the starter kit is free. So look, it's almost $930 of product alone with the free star kit, with the assets, which we'll talk about here in a second, for only $600. The $50 starter kit is free. It doesn't come with all the products. It comes with our most popular products that our biohackers are taking to optimize their health. But the most popular choice is our platinum pack. For almost $2,000 of product alone, free shipping, and a free start kit this month is $1,200 only, and it comes with all of our products. And now let's shipped over to the assets. And by the way, the gold kit and the platinum pack, or the gold pack and the platinum pack, both come with free tickets to our next corporate training.
Kansas City party.
Unbelievable, our 10-year anniversary. But now let's look at the assets, because these all come along with it. Our corporate team, unbelievable. Production facilities. So guess what? You're not having to make your own products, and quality control, unbelievable. There is shipping, so you're not having home deliveries, customer service, website and IT development. You get a free website, as Marci said. Advertising, marketing, legal and compliance. Legal and compliance is so important when we're talking about consumable products. And we also have accounting and events and promotion. All comes with it, the fast track with a pack. Now, how do we make money? It's very simple. 2 ways. First, we get paid weekly. Second, we get paid monthly. And you guys are already familiar with getting paid weekly. You go into your job, you get paid. It's kind of like the typical linear income. You share the information, you bring somebody on, you get a smart start bonus, you get launch bonuses. It's money up front for being paid weekly to get you profitable right away. But the power in this entire business opportunity is the monthly. The royalty commissions, because you know people who benefit from products and distribute the products. Then they know people, and you create this massive network of people that pays you monthly. Our royalty commissions and the generational matching bonus helps everybody work together as a team. You're financially vested in helping people, because one of the biggest criticisms of network marketing in the past, I got involved and nobody helped me because they weren't incentivized to. We fixed that problem. And ranking bonuses, as you get bigger in rank, you get bigger in paycheck. We also love to give away free stuff, like $25,000 gifts just for building your business. How about a free Jeep? Or how about a $25,000 check? And there's 7 other options, which are awesome too. But the thing that I love most about this is the 4% generational, or the global revenue sharing, because 4% of every single product we sell around the world every single month is shared between the top 4 ranks of our company all over the place. That is how you get teams working together as family.
Yeah. What makes us different too is our culture, right?
My gosh, everybody helps everybody. So how far can you take this? That is completely in your lap.
Up to you.
But it's completely up to you. But there are people that are waiting to help you, that are financially incentivized to help you. So let's just take a look at the monthly average. If you're left reading right, or if you're in Israel and you're right reading left, it's the 3rd column from the left. The monthly average, because we want to talk about average, because everybody can do average. We're not going to be talking about the maximum you can make. We're talking about the average monthly income down to the penny of our ranks at our distributor. So look at the first blue one there. Our Pro 3, $636 a month. Most people get to that level rank between 6 and 7 months. What would your family do with an extra $636 a month, or an extra $7,000+ a year? We're starting to make you can make a house payment, about a half a house payment or a car payment on that. But look at the next one, $2,900 of our Premier Pro 5. This is game changing, guys. $2,900 a month residually, and most people can do that within a year to 18 months. Even if it took you 3 years to get an extra almost $3,000 a month or $35,000 a year. What would that, you know what? I need to stop right now, because we just moved into a new house, as we told you. The guy who installed our internet, which we're obviously using to talk to you, his father is about ready to retire after 35 years as a union teamster on between $2,500 and $3,000 a month. Look at our Premier Pro 5. We can help you do that in 3 years or less. It's taken him 35 years. That's like the spit in the hand handshake as you're departing. There's no golden handshake there. So I just want to talk about real numbers here, and look at the Elite Pro 7, $12,000 a month, or an extra $150,000 a year. Most people the average people in this company can do that in 22 months, working part-time with a team, with a system who's incentivized to help you. So just how far can you take this? As far as you want. Marci and I have built a Pro 9 business, an Elite Pro 9 business, and we're not done, because we want to help everyone within the sound of our voice get to where they want. And that's how this works. Everybody helping everybody.
Yeah, I love that. And I love the example that you used, with our installer guy and his dad, because it's all about lifeline options.
Yes.
The traditional plan is what his father has been on for the past 35 years, right? He got his education, and then he got a job going to work for somebody else so that he could earn a living working, a minimum of 40 to 50 hours every week from, he's 35 years. He's going to be retiring after, right? To hopefully live a little bit, but how much living can you do on less than $3,000 a month, right?
Now.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, is that people don't really understand that retirement is a hoax. It was a hoax.
Right.
How can you live on 50 to 60% of what you were struggling to live on in the first place? That's what we really want you to open your eyes to, guys, is there's another option in your lifeline. So with LifeVantage, if you just make one additional decision, it's like you still need to grow up, you still need to get your education, and you still need to get a job because your parents don't want you living with them forever. But what you can do is decide to become a distributor with LifeVantage. Go to work in the part-time nooks and crannies of your life while you're paying your bills, but just make a commitment for 5 to 10 years to do something different on top of that, because you get to actually earn while you're learning with this opportunity. And at the end of that 10 years, you could have whatever goal you set on the previous slide with the income disclosure statement. You can retire with a lot more than $3,000 a month. So this is the thing, guys, is that we want you to be able to have the option to be able to live the majority of your life with who you want, when doing whatever you want, whenever you want, wherever you want, no matter what the cost is, right? So that's the difference in the lifeline options. But just keep in mind, you can never depend on a single source of income. Just like me, it can be taken away from you at any given time very quickly. And you also have to have in mind that you must make an investment of time and effort and financial investment to create a second source.
Yes.
So why not do it with a company that believes this? LifeVantage Legacy. This is not about one person. We are about the world. And we know that by helping other people open their minds to the change that they can have in their own lives means that we're also opening their minds to the change that they can be in the world. These are just some of the organizations that we've partnered with over the past 10 years, making a difference in all of the different corners around this globe. LifeVantage Legacy is currently partnered with families, helping families. We raise the money throughout the year, and then at the end of the year, we go down to Puerto Penasco, Mexico, and help build homes there for families that would never have the opportunity to have their own home. So we're super excited that you guys spent this night with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make sure that you thank the person that invited you to this overview as well, because it takes guts to invite somebody to see this information. But be honest with them. Let them know on a scale of 1 to 10, where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself more as being a customer or more being in both, using the products and becoming a business partner? If you're an 8, 9, or 10, awesome. Let's get you started today, because you can earn money while you're learning additional information. If you're a 5, 6, just let us know what you need to see or hear to be able to get you started as soon as possible, because we want to get all your questions and concerns answered. If you're less than that, let's just make sure that we get your shopping cart set up so that you can start your biohacking experience today. And then if you change your mind into the future, because you're going to have such a great result, you're going to want to share it with your friends and family. So again, guys, thank you so very much for being on this overview with us tonight. We appreciate every single one of you. And from me to you, and from Dondee, I know too, we hope that you have an amazingly blessed night.
And as you can probably tell, we're not salespeople.
No.
But even if none of this is appealing to you, the products, maybe you're already healthy and you don't determine that you need these, or maybe you're already successful in business and you don't determine that you need an extra business opportunity. Keep open the potential that somebody that you may know may be looking for it. So maybe if it's not for you, you could be the conduit or the bridge to someone else. So keep that option open, because we always love referrals. And sometimes some of the greatest benefits comes from a loving, trusting person who refers something that someone else needs. So thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. We're very blessed by your presence. We hope this information moved you and inspired you. And thank you so much for hanging out with us. God bless. Guys.